In an increasingly technologically advancing society, students need to understand and use technology within the classroom frequently. Creating e-portfolios involves use of technology while at the same time contributing to student learning and continuous development of computer skills and familiarity with a variety of software. E-portfolios can assist students in reaching greater levels of personal reflection and self-assessment. The conclusion of this research will determine if e-portfolio systems are an effective learning management tool for students within the visual arts curriculum. While completing my literature review for this study, I found multiple reliable sources indicating that e-portfolios used in class settings encouraged higher-level thinking skills and were generally a positive technological tool for students. Many students also felt they were beneficial to their learning. An overview of 3 of the studies are as follows. Van Wessel and Link in 2008 considered the benefits and limitations of using e-portfolios as well as how students perceive them. They determined that factors such as hyperlinks, sharing, and multimedia components raised the level of benefit for all. They found that self-reflection skills were improved by engaging in the building of the portfolios. Jones-Woodham in 2009 found that students in the visual arts using e-portfolios improved their skills of reflection, inquiry, collaboration, and scaffolding occurred in their knowledge and learning. Surkar, Fetzer, Patterson, and McKee in 2009 found that using e-portfolios increased student technology skills and collaboration, as well as reflection and critical thinking skills. The results of the study showed that many students valued the use of the e-portfolio. There were many more studies, and they concluded very similar results. Methodology. Artsonia was the chosen online platform to study student perceptions of e-portfolio in the visual arts classroom. Below you will see a homepage to Artsonia. Within Artsonia, each student can upload personal artwork, write an artist statement, and receive feedback from others who view their work. On this page you can see a color representation of one student's work that was done during the study. It also will have all the other work from the kids in the school that take art, and it's separated by grade levels. And if you look below, you can also see commentary on the work from the student. You can also see the portfolio as a whole, so you can see all their other pieces of artwork. And students have the option of either supporting the art program for the school, they can send a postcard with the art on it, they can even purchase cards and join a fan club. So the students were really motivated by these things. During the study, approximately 100 students were given a before and after survey via Google Forms regarding their perceptions of the portfolios used in class. They answered all of these questions online, and the questions were then downloaded to a spreadsheet. In addition to the survey, students were formally interviewed and also observed regarding the e-portfolios. The study provided reliable, valid qualitative and quantitative data. Most helpful was that the interviews helped bridge the gap in questions as to why some were answered in different manners and how the students were thinking while they answered the questions. Some of the specific questions asked during the survey included: what do students prefer in regards to the e-portfolio system? What are the pros and cons of using the e-portfolio system? Is student growth apparent in the e-portfolios? If so, how? Do certain grade levels show more preference for e-portfolios than others? And lastly, do students collaborate with others more when they use the e-portfolios? Analysis and results. The survey results shown as follows follow the bar graph, which represents student preferences for e-portfolios in the visual arts class. The first question looked at in this survey was, I think e-portfolios should be used in future art classes. In the before survey, students strongly agreed. All they did was look at Artsonia, but they did not actually upload anything. In the after survey, students had actually experienced Artsonia. So the before numbers of strongly agreed were 30, and the after were 26 students. There was only a change of a -4. The other question we looked at in this survey bar graph was, I like using e-portfolios in art. In the before study, 15 students strongly agreed and 40 agreed. Afterwards, we had 25 that strongly agreed and 30 that agreed. So there was a loss on which students actually preferred them. I would attribute the loss, according to interviews, as students not necessarily being comfortable with their work being uploaded. Those were the general comments that were found from the students when interviewed. This second bar graph, formulated from the survey results, asks if students feel e-portfolios increase their learning in art class. The first specific question targeted was, or statement was, seeing my online artwork allows me to better recognize my strengths and weaknesses. In the before study, we had 29 agree and 24 strongly agree. In the after study, 27 students agreed and 16 strongly agreed that seeing the work online did allow them to better recognize their strengths and weaknesses. The second question studied was, I feel that using an online e-portfolio system has increased my learning in art. The before study had 24 students agree and 11 strongly agree. In the after study, 31 agreed and 15 agreed. It is worth noting that in the before study, they neither agreed nor disagreed because they did not know and did not experience the portfolio system. So overall, students did feel like it did help their learning, and it also helped them to better recognize strengths and weaknesses. During the interviews with students, several common themes appeared. It seemed that students definitely liked using the e-portfolios and they were seen as novel and useful. One theme that seemed to repeat is that students enjoyed seeing their classmates work online, but were not always as enthusiastic about posting theirs. Students did feel that posting the artwork online encouraged them to work harder to produce more visualizing pieces of work. Students also enjoyed other people leaving comments on their art. Overall, 66% of all students surveyed liked using the e-portfolios in art class. Although I do not survey students in my regular current classroom setting, they are often excited to finish artwork, use the iPads, and upload their pieces into their own e-portfolios. In conclusion, using e-portfolios for student artwork online were a positive experience for the majority of art students. The students who did not enjoy using e-portfolios generally felt that way due to insecurities toward their artwork, not the learning management system itself. Reflection. This project was very valuable to my everyday classroom teaching. I understand that teachers often continue with strategies students may or may not be enjoying and or benefiting from in their lessons. I found that using the e-portfolios was so advantageous that I continue to use them daily with my current students. I find that students are more engaged, they care more about the appearance of their work when it's online, and parents and family become more involved in the process when Artsonia is used. Students are exposed to a lot of technology when using the iPad and online applications. Students also tend to reflect and discuss their work with others when they view the entire class's work online. Overall, this project has been a huge success and has been a great addition to my teaching repertoire.